The LS was the first model Lexus introduced, and it set the stage for the Lexus brand that you see today. This generation of the LS has been on sale for the last decade, and 2017 marks the last year of production. As always, we will be covering all the available models, including the 460, 460L, and the F-Sport. So let's go ahead and take one last look at the 4th generation Lexus LS. We would like to specially thank Lexus of Lexington for inviting us out to film this review. If you would like to check out their stunning dealership and extensive inventory of all the Lexus models, their physical address and website can be found in the video description. The LS has a more upscale key fob than other Lexus models. It's heavy and has leather and real metal trim. Let's go ahead and pop the hood. The LS received one change under the hood for 2017. That change is the discontinuation of the rare LS600H hybrid model. Now your only choice is this powerful 4.6-liter V8 with 386 horsepower and 367 pound-feet of torque. That engine is paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission and either rear or all-wheel drive. Fuel economy wise, the LS 460 rear-wheel drive gets an EPA estimated 16 city, 24 highway, 19 combined. And the all-wheel drive gets 16 city, 23 highway, 18 combined. Now let's check out all the styling and features on the outside. Even though this generation of the LS has been out for 10 years, it doesn't look like it thanks to several updates Lexus gave it along the way. In 2013 we got the bold spindle grille, which completely changed its looks. If you get the F-Sport model, the grille is changed to black mesh, which is even more aggressive. The headlights are xenon HIDs on all models, and you get LED turn signal indicators and the signature Lexus LED daytime running lights. LED headlights are available. Below that are your LED fog lights that are also standard. Our LS has optional 19-inch 15-spoke alloy wheels. The standard wheels are 18 inches, and the F-Sport gets unique 19-inch forged alloy wheels. Ventilated disc brakes come on the front and the rear, and on the F-Sport you get Brembo brakes. Almost every LS gets all-season tread, but surprisingly summer tread is also available on the F-Sport. The mirrors are heated, auto-dimming, and have built-in turn signal indicators. Underneath there are LED puddle lamps. Vehicles in this class are the largest sedans money can buy. Our LS is 200 inches long, but a long wheelbase L version is available and adds 5 inches to the total length. The L cannot be had with the F-Sport package. Safety-wise, the LS has not been tested. You can get several active safety technologies, but you have to option them on individually, unlike newer Lexuses where they are standard. The F-Sport also gets a standard air suspension, which is optional on all the other LSs. The fuel tank is pretty large at 22.2 gallons, which will get you a 422-mile range for the 460 rear-wheel drive, and slightly less range for the all-wheel drive at 400 miles. Premium fuel is required. The rear of the LS is still very elegant looking despite its age. Across the back there's a simple piece of chrome which runs across to the taillights. Of course the taillights are fully LED, and they make a large L shape. Dual horizontal chrome exhaust outlets are standard on all models. Now let's go ahead and check out the opulent interior. One thing I forgot to mention earlier is the standard soft closing doors. If you don't get the door closed fully, it will pull it closed for you. As you can see, this LS has the black leather interior with Shimamuku espresso wood. Like most other large luxury sedans, you can basically pick any interior color or wood your heart desires. These are the options. The door trim of the LS is obviously very nice. The elbow rest is padded generously, and you have leather which continues up here as well. You also have wood and aluminum trim. All of the windows are automatic. Since everything in the LS is power, this adjusts the seatbelt height. Three-person memory seats are also standard across the board, and they remember seat, steering wheel, and mirror positioning. If you can't get comfortable in the LS's seats, then there's something wrong with you. They're 16-way power adjustable, and you even have power thigh extension. The lumbar support is 4-way, and if you push on this button, the headrest adjusts. The leather is also top-notch. Even higher grade semi-aniline leather is available. Inside, you are greeted by an upscale and comfortable interior. As you would expect for a vehicle starting at nearly 80 grand, the materials are also quite nice. The dash is all high quality soft touch plastic, although some newer rivals use leather instead. Below the glove box is leather, and all this area down here where your knees are is stitched leather. Fit and finish is impeccable. Push-button ignition is standard, obviously. Also on every model is this huge 12.3-inch high-resolution screen. The startup is smooth and refined, signature LS traits. The gauges are one of the few areas where the LS really shows its age. They are pretty lackluster compared to the fully digital setups in some of the German competition. Also, not sure if you can tell, but the multifunction display is crunchy. Despite that, it does still show most of the usual stuff, sans navigation. The LS has electric power steering fed through this leather and wood steering wheel. It's wood on the bottom and top, with leather on the sides. The left side has your audio controls, plus your auto brake hold button. The right has the display and phone controls. This button controls the dynamic cruise distance. Rain sensing wipers are another one of the many standard features. A power tilt and telescoping steering wheel is also standard, but steering wheel heating is optional. Storage space is about as good as it gets for a sedan. Push this tray up and you have a really deep felt-lined area, which also has a 12-volt outlet, USB, and aux jack. It doesn't just shut, it gently glides closed. Underneath this piece of wood you have two cup holders and another 12-volt outlet. Shifting is done via this gorgeous leather and aluminum shifter. It feels really great in the hand. The F-Sport will also have paddle shifters. Once in reverse, you'll find a standard backup camera with dynamic grid lines and parking sensors. It's pretty high quality, but you can't get a 360-degree display on any model. Here are your drive modes. The F-Sport adds a Sport Plus mode. These automatic heated and ventilated front seats are included in the comfort package. Heated seats come standard. Also included in that package is this power rear sunshade. This is your remote touch controller. It has leather on the top and metal on the sides. The LS's standard audio system has 10 speakers, but our model has the optional Mark Levinson reference sound system. It has a whopping 19 speakers and 450 watts of power. It has some of the best sound quality I've heard in any car. I also love Lexus's metal physical volume and tune buttons, which feel great. Your CD DVD player. Dual zone automatic climate control is standard, but opting for the ultra luxury package or executive rear seat package makes that 4 zones. The rolling animation is a nice touch. You can adjust it on the big screen as well. This clock and real aluminum trim are very classy. Now that we've got all that covered, let's quickly check out the Lexus Inform system. Like I mentioned earlier, all models get this 12.3-inch display. That allows for a lot of screen real estate, and it can be divided into two different screens, which I'll show you a little later. As far as map quality is concerned, the LS is impressive. I love how it can take up the full 12.3 inches, and scrolling around is fairly easy. Obviously you can't actually touch the screen though. Bluetooth audio is standard, and you can play, pause, and skip songs straight from this screen. Now let's talk about the smaller screen on the right. It can show a map, audio, phone, fuel economy, or climate information. From phone, you can scroll between your synced contacts or even use text message support. The last thing I want to talk about is the Lexus App Suite. By establishing a connection through your smartphone, you gain access to Pandora, iHeartRadio, MovieTickets.com, Yelp, Facebook Places, and several others. If you'd like to take a deeper look at the Lexus Inform system, we have a separate tech help video. A link to that video is provided in the description. The mirror is auto-dimming and has HomeLink garage door openers built in. The sunglass holder is nicely felt lined. SOS Safety Connect will automatically notify emergency services if the airbags deploy, and is free for 1 year. Obviously, this one-touch power moonroof is standard equipment. It does have a wind buffer, but unfortunately there is no panoramic option. So overall, the LS's interior is spacious, luxurious, and comfortable. While there are a few missing luxury and tech features, the LS's cabin is still very nice. The seat and steering wheel scoot out of the way to help with easier entry and exit. Now let's go ahead and check out the rear. This LS is the regular wheelbase version, which means it has 35.8 inches of legroom and 38 inches of headroom. I would recommend getting the extended wheelbase LS 460L, which gives you the full executive experience. The same luxurious materials are on the rear as well. Automatic window. This looks like an ashtray, but apparently it's not, so I'm not really sure what it is. In the rear of every LS, you get these two vents and this 12-volt outlet. And this is one of the only cars I've seen with more vents on the B-pillar as well. Legroom is definitely not a concern in the LS. Sitting behind my own seating position, I have lots of space to move around. This seat is adjusted all the way back, and I still have plenty of space. For those of you who don't find this amount of space adequate, you can use this button to move the seat up. Keep in mind that this is the smaller wheelbase version. If you get the executive rear seat package, it even adds a recliner-like footrest, among other things. The center armrest is leather wrapped, and you can open it up for a felt-lined storage area. The automatic 3-stage heating is included in the comfort package. This is another button for the sunshade. Most people in America don't use these to be chauffeured, but if you do, you have this mirror to get ready. Of course, the headliner is nice, and an Alcantara one is available. This power trunk is also included in the comfort package. Inside you'll find a large 18 cubic feet of space, regardless of whether you choose the regular or long wheelbase. The rear seats don't fold. We will have detailed pricing at the end of the video. The rear of the LS is quite nice overall. It's spacious, comfortable, and luxurious, and overall it's still one of my favorite rear seats. The seats over here are 12-way power. You still retain the power seatbelt height and the 3-person memory. The glove box is dampened, felt-lined, and surprisingly large. Oh, and I forgot to mention that the LS has an electronic parking brake. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this detailed look at the 2017 Lexus LS 460 all-wheel drive. Stay tuned for the pricing information of this particular model, as well as the rest of the LS lineup. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed, and don't forget to come along with us next time as we sample more of the latest automotive delicacies.